Hi everybody, it's that time again, and I'm just testing something out on my phone. Aha, I think it worked. I'm trying to do this watch party thing and it looked like it worked. Just need to shut off my sound though, otherwise it's going to be a little echo of me in the background. All right, so today's topic is owning your eccentricity. And I'm probably going to trip over that word at some point today. So here's a thought for you to ponder. Sorry, this is going to bug me. How do I turn this off? Shush, 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 shush. Okay. Lost my train of thought because I hear myself on repeat in the background. So here's a thought. Have you ever stopped to wonder how much energy you're wasting when you wear a mask, or when you shrink yourself, or when you adjust your personality to hide the real you because you don't think that the other person or the other people that you're with can handle you? So how often do you do this? How does it make you feel? Because what you're essentially doing is you're telling yourself the real me is not appropriate, or the real me is not good enough somehow. So drop me a comment or a GIF if you like GIFs. My friend Abby has got me started on GIFs and I'm really getting into them now. So drop me a comment or a GIF to let me know how that makes you feel when you contemplate how much energy you're wasting wearing masks or hiding the real you from the world. So in today's topic, I'm going to talk about how owning your eccentricity, I told you I'd trip over it, owning your eccentricities and being proud about them is so important rather than trying to hide them. And the cost of hiding them is that you risk losing a little piece of your soul every time you hide them. But before we get stuck into that, for those who don't know me, I'm Jen. I'm a mindset transformation coach, and I'm passionate about helping ladies who are struggling to be themselves because they often feel too much for some people and feel they need to dim their light around certain people. I help them overcome this so they can live authentic lives, comfortable and proud to be who they are. I'm also the host of the free Facebook group Empowered Empathetic Extroverts. So if you think this sounds like you, we'd love to have you join us in the group. There's a link to join in the post attached to this video, or you can search hashtag Empowered Empathetic Extroverts. I also want to draw your attention to a free guide I created, Feel Fantastic in 3 Simple Steps. If you haven't already downloaded it, the link is also in the post attached to this video. So back to the subject of, again, I'm going to try not to slip over the word, owning your eccentricities. So how many of you think that you have some quirkiness about you? And I'd love, again, I'm going to ask for GIFs or memes, so I'd love for you to find a GIF or a meme that demonstrates or depicts your quirkiness or something quirky about you. The other thing that this does, if you post a comment, a meme or a GIF, it unlocks the video so that more people can see it due to the way that Facebook works. So drop me a GIF or a meme. What is it about you that's quirky and unique? All right, so being eccentric and owning it. What I think a lot of us do on a regular basis is we hide behind different masks. We dim our light. We make ourselves smaller. We make ourselves quieter. We make ourselves more agreeable. We try to fit in. We try to be more normal. And I think, as I mentioned earlier, this is really sad because I think the world, I'll get to that in a minute, but basically doing all of this includes ignoring the interests that you have or the attributes of your personality that may not match people around us, or they might not fit with other parts of your personality. And this one's really interesting for women who are HSPs and also extroverts, because our personalities are filled with contradictions. And so sometimes we can kind of ignore or push aside certain aspects of our personality that don't really fit with the other aspects of our personality. And I think we do this because somewhere along the way, somewhere through the adventure called life, you probably received the message. Could have been a subconscious message. It could have been a very subtle message from a family member, a school rule, a boyfriend, even a TV commercial, that it wasn't acceptable to want to do this, so engage in particular activities or be like this if it's an aspect of your personality that you're kind of hiding. So we somehow get these messages that it's not okay, that's not acceptable, so we suppress them, and sometimes we can lose touch with them altogether. Now, in terms of why I'm talking about this, why I think it's such an important topic, is because every time you suppress a little aspect of who you are, you're sending your subconscious a message that who you are is not good enough. And slowly over time, little pieces of your soul are getting chipped away until you are only a shell of your authentic self. And I think this is a terribly sad state of affairs, because I think the world needs more uniqueness and more eccentric people, more colourful people, not less. So if you don't like the sound of this, in terms of you think, oh my goodness, I do this, I have lost touch with little pieces of myself over the years, have a think about that. Do you think that you have left some of your soul or some of your individuality somewhere in your past? If that is you, and I think most of us probably have done it to a certain extent, you're probably wondering, all right, well, if I recognise I've done it, what do I do now? How do I get it back? How do I get back in touch with it? So what I'm going to invite you to do is travel back in time to about the age of 6 or 7 and think about, what did you want to be? And I'm going to ask you to look a little bit deeper than just saying I wanted to be a ballerina or I wanted to be a teacher. Note these things down as well because they are relevant, but focus more on the kind of person you wanted to be, the type of woman you wanted to become, because within those attributes or within those traits, within those features of that person is the core of your uniqueness, or as we're saying, your eccentricity. So try to find that through getting back in touch with your 6-year-old self. Try to find your uniqueness, your eccentricity, and then try to find a place for it in your world today. Also then try and respect your eccentricities a little more, be grateful for them and enjoy them, and also try and appreciate those of other people. So when you see other people who are out there and owning it, sometimes I think our instinct is to judge those people, and it is human nature to judge and put people in categories, and that's due to the way the human brain works. But if we can become aware of it, then we can perhaps embrace those people more, or perhaps even approach them and get to know them and learn from them. If they're out there owning it and just being who they are, then we could learn so much from them. Because as I mentioned earlier, the world does not need more neutrals. We need more colourful, crazy, eccentric people who are just out there and owning it. There's too many neutrals, there's too many normals, there's too many people trying to fit in. So let's own our eccentricity and embrace it, respect it, be grateful for it. That's pretty much it for this part of the video. I'm going to continue on for the members of my group now. We do a little bit of a continuation. So if you want to continue the conversation, then you need to join the group, #Empowered Empathetic Extroverts. Then you can find out what this week's action step is. Don't forget to join the group and download your free guide, Feel Fantastic in 3 Simple Steps. And I will see you in the group or next week right here, same time, same place. Actually, will I be here next week? No, I won't, because we're going camping. So 2 weeks, I'll be back. Have a great week, everybody. Ciao for now.